Hey guys, my name is Zakir and welcome to our YouTube channel btech Guide. So in this video, I brought you another interesting project from Innobyte Services. Here you go with the website, and this is the Innobytes. So they have sent one of the assessment for our candidates, and here you go with the assessment. Here you see. So this is assessment. They told us to develop the financial app, so financial management application. So the objective is to create a command and application that helps the users to manage their personal finances by tracking expenses income expenses and gathering financial reports. So this is a project that we need to do. And what are the features? The user registration and authentication, and implement user registration with unique usernames and password. Add login functionality to authenticate users. And the next feature is income and expense tracker. Allow users to add, update, and delete income and expense entries. Categorize transactions as food, rent, salaries, etc. In case if you want, you can add few more categories. Okay. So financial reports, you can generate monthly and yearly financial reports, and then calculate total income, expenses, and savings too. Okay. Next one is budgeting. Enable users to set monthly budget for different categories. So in the top we have discussed like there are different categories: transactions, food, rent, salary. So based on that, we need to fix a certain amount for each budget, each category. Okay. And note for users when they exit their budget limits. And next, data persistence. Store user data and transaction in SQLite and any other database as your preference. So as they told SQLite, so I have used SQLite. Okay. Implement functions to backup and restore data. Okay. And testing and documentation, this is the which I don't bother about. Okay. And then guidelines: use Python and appropriate libraries such as SQLite 3 for database management. Focus on clean, maintainable, and well documented code. Okay. Every code should be written in a understandable manner, variable names and all. Ensure the application handles errors gracefully and as a user friendly interface. Okay. So first of all, you can see here, create a command line application, which means the entire application runs in the terminal. Okay. So that it is, initially we thought it's a like it's a software kind of thing, and our developer started doing as a software application, like like Windows kind of thing, opening a pop-up and then you enter all your details, then another pop-up opens. That's how we designed, and then later read the objective, which is a command line application. Then he refactored everything to do the code as a command line. Oh, he or me, same. Okay. Anyone as a developer, we do small mistakes. Don't worry. So where we are, so we need to create a command line application. We already did that. So I have pushed all the code here in the thing. So first of all, you need to understand what is there. By service Python project, and then I have give the command pip install -r requirement.txt. So this is where all the libraries will be. So once you open the project in the PyCharm, then it will automatically will ask you to configure everything. Okay, don't need to run this again in case if it doesn't show you error. In case if you show it error, open the terminal and run this command, and open the project in PyCharm software. Select the app and current file to run the code. All the best. As simple as that. So let me show the code how it works. Okay. Let me close this tables, registered user, login, add transactions, update or delete, update or transactions, delete transactions, and then transactions, generate reports, and then set budget and notify budget exceeded, and then main menu. So these are all the functions that we have written. First of all, as I told you, when you open the software, when you open this code in the vs in the what is called with the PyCharm, it will be automatically showing a alert symbols like here: package requirement, py table, uh, pretty table so and so, breadcrumb so and so, tablet so and bootstrap so and so. Okay. So these are all not satisfied because we have used that, but the application doesn't know this library exists. So what you need to do, you need to install the requirements. Here you can click that install requirements, or you can open the terminal. You can run this command too: pip install -r requirement.txt. This also works, and this also works. Okay, let me do it. Click on installs, and then a pop-up will open. All the library will be showing here, and then if you click on install, this will be installing in the bottom. It will be getting installed. Here you see all the installations will be done. So we'll be getting this error removed once the installations are completed. Okay. So let's wait for a few more seconds. The last one is getting installed. Mm, few more seconds, guys. Okay, all good. So every package is installed successfully. We can close this pop-up, and it's regenerating everything. It's scanning the entire file. Good, all good, right? Now what we need to do, it went somewhere. Okay, now what you need to do, you need to run this application, right? So how we can run this application, we need to open the terminal. Here you just click on this button, and then you can expand the folder, and this is the app.py. So this is where we need to run the application. As in the instructions I have told, you need to select the app as current file to run the code. Okay, so here you will be having a symbol called main, and then you will be having a list of files that you have. And then this is the current file and edit configuration. So you need to select the current file because we don't have a main file, which is main.py. So what you need to do, you need to select the current file. Let me get my picture up top. Okay, current file. And then now what does it do is like it will be running the current app code. Okay, current app code, it will be running, and it will be running. So when you click on this, so first of all I will explain this. So we have install SQLite 3, and then we have the function name, and then this uh, we are getting the db table finance tracker.db. So this is a database, and you see we have the data here, and then transactions. So these are the two transactions that we have made, and then budget. So for food we have 10 rupees budget. Okay, that's the dummy data. Okay, don't worry. So once you log in and do everything, it will be automatically fetching. Okay, so this is a database. I will be creating the tables, and then login user as none. Then later we can log in according to the requirements. So this is a function that will be creating all the tables, and this is a function that will register all the users, and this is a function that will be logging in the user, and this is a function which adds the transactions to the transaction table based upon. And in this transaction function also, there are few checks that you need to set the budget initially before you add a transaction. Okay, and then there are few other checks. And update or delete the transaction menu. Okay, you can delete the you can delete the transaction, or you can update the transaction as well. In case if you enter the amount 10, later you can enter the amount as 22. Okay, this is update transaction. Okay, and then delete transaction function, this is the function, this is the main function, and then that will be calling these two functions. Okay, sub functions. And then the show transaction will show all the transactions in your list, and then generate reports will generate the report yearly and monthly. And this set budget, it will be setting the budget for the current year, current category. And notify budget exited, it will be notifying when the budget exited. So this will be handled in the transaction itself, but don't worry, in case if just have an option. So the main value will be like register, login, transaction, update or delete transaction, so transactions, generate reports, set budget, notify budget exceeded, so and so. So these are all the if cases. You can use switch also. I don't know much. Okay, so let us run this. You have select the current file, and in case if you click on this press the run symbol, so it will be running the application. Here you can see it is asking us to login, add transaction, update or delete transaction, show transaction, generate reports, set budget, notify budget exited, and exit. So I will be first registering the user. Okay, I will be registering the user first, so that I don't have an account initially. So I will be registering the user. So I will be select one. And what's the username? Username is byte, and what is my password is byte. Next, here you see user registered successfully. So user registration has completed. In case if you go to our finance TB tracker, if you select the users, and if you scroll, if you get this down, so you have see there is a user called Innobyte with the password Innobyte. So that's how we'll be getting. Okay. So now what we can do, we should log in, right? We need to add transaction. So in case if you click to, it will be asking you to enter your username. Okay, so for example, in case if I enter dummy username and then dummy password, it will be showing like invalid credentials, please try again. So this is the where the authorization works. So now we need to type the correct thing, you know byte, and then you know byte. So we have logged in successfully. So this is the login successfully. And now what we need to do, we need to add some transactions. So before adding a transaction, let us show how many transactions we have. So to show this transaction, we have the option 5. Select 5. It will be showing like no transaction found for this user. So let us go and add a transaction. So let me add a transaction. Oh, sorry. I think I'm registering it again. I'm sorry, by mistake I clicked one. So let us register another user, which is ABCD. ABCD. Okay, nice. Next, login, byte, and then byte, and then okay, we have successful. What you need to do, you need to add a transaction. So add transaction is 3. Okay, what is the amount you want to add in the transaction? Let me go with the 10 rupees. Okay, what's the category? Let me go with the category rent. Okay, so is that the category type is expense or income? So did you earn from the rent or did you expense on the rent? I click like expense. I select expense. So this is the error. So see, no budget set for the category rent. please set the budget first. We need to set the budget first so that we can spend the amount on that. Okay, so do you want to set the budget now? Yes, I want to set the budget now. Enter the category, it is rent. Enter the monthly budget limit. Monthly budget limit, I will be giving it as and 10 rupees. Let me give 10 rupees. Okay, so in case if you go into this finance tracker budget, here you see for the user id 2 we have a rent category which is the monthly limit of 10 rupees. Okay, so now in case if we the user now if the user go ahead and enter the amount for the adding a transaction, for example in case if you give 20 rupees and it is rent, and the it is an initially it's an expension on rent, but we don't have that much income. So in case if you spend again expense, see the current spend amount is zero, but 10 rupees only because we have set the monthly limit as 10 rupees, but you are attempting to add a 20 rupees, which means we'll be lefting the negative minus 10 rupees will be the negative income. So in that manner, so this is how we'll be handling everything. So we need to enter the amount which is less than the our monthly set limit. So as my rent monthly set limit is 10 rupees, I need to enter the lower value to add a transaction in my table. So let me enter 8 as my rupees and then rent, and then it is an expense. So out of 10 rupees, I have spent 8 rupees. Now I have 2 rupees in my monthly balance. Okay, that calculation I didn't store because it's on fly calculations. The entire code will be taking off. So if I go to the transactions, here the user 2, which is the Innobyte, has spent 8 amount on rent and which is an expensive type. Okay, simple. All right, straight. So in case if you go ahead and show all the transactions, so for the user, current user, so we have the amount 8, rent and show expenses. Simple, right? And we can notify the budget in case if it all the budgets are within the limit because we didn't spend more of the amount, right? And generate reports. So let's just get the sixth option also. So here it will be asking for which like which duration you want to generate the report. It is monthly or yearly. I'll be going with the monthly. So this is the monthly remote. So initially you don't have any saving, but you spent 8 rupees on your rent, and this is where your savings come as minus 8. In case if you want to generate it for the year also, click select year and yearly. It will be showing the same data, I guess. Same data yearly also. Because we don't have that many records in stored in the database. Only one record will be showing for the both options. So I think I have showed everything. Okay, so this is where it is missing. So let us go to the fourth one, and which fourth option is update or delete the transaction. I'll be going with the update transaction. Delete, it will be automatically deleted. Okay, for the updating the transaction, what I do, I'll be showing all the transactions that the user has. So for this user, the ID is 3 and category is rent. Now enter the transaction ID to update or delete. Now I will be entering 3, which is the ID is 3. Now enter update or delete to delete. Update to update the record, delete to delete the record. I'll be entering update. Okay, now enter the new amount. What is the new amount is, I'll be entering 10 because my monthly limit is 10 rupees. I in case if I mistakenly entered 8 as my monthly expense, what I need to do, I can go with the update function and remove 8 and make it 10. So click on 10, enter the new category which is rent again, and then transaction type which is expense. Transaction update successfully. Now in case if you go to the transaction table and in case if you click on refresh, here you see for the particular user id 2, the rent 8 has been modified to 10 because we have updated the record. Okay, that's how the entire application is. Very simple application, you can write it in the pure Python code. But as we know, PyCharm is a very best software for writing the Python code. We have used this PyCharm, and this is how the your menu will be looking like. Okay, so this is how your menu. So you can add few more things like show the budget records, no, it's upon your way of your imagination. I'll be, as I always say, I do 90%, you do 10%. Okay, so you just need to put your efforts. So there are few things I missed, in not missed. In case if you want to add, you can add. In case if I want me thinking like, okay, there are few more requirements that I can do on this app, I'll be doing, or else I won't. So this is a perfect app which our team has developed. Okay, all the code will be lying in this here. Don't worry, everything is easy peasy. Okay, so we'll be giving the code in the description box. I'll be giving in the GitHub. Okay, don't worry, just go ahead, link in the, just go ahead, check the description box and do do the purchase of the code. Okay, Done. So that's it in this video, guys, and let's catch up in another video. Till then, have a nice day. And in case if you have any project that we can assist you, just ping us on the Instagram handle. Where does the Instagram link is? You can click on the above section. Okay, so here are the links. You can click on this Instagram or this Telegram. Well, this catch up is not working, so you can join our community also. This is my WhatsApp channel where I will be posting all the jobs, and this is my LinkedIn URL. Okay, so you can contact us in any medium, so we'll be available 24/7 to help you and assist you all the time. Okay, so don't worry, in case if you have any coding round exam also, just reach out to us, we'll be helping you. Okay, so that's in this video, guys. Let's catch up in another video with a new interesting project. Okay, and new job applications too. Have a nice day. Bye bye.